Hello everybody, this is Purge bringing you guys a first-person replay commentary. Hello. I know it's been a long time on YouTube. How you guys doing? A bit of an update about what I've been doing. I took a lengthy vacation, like 1 to 2 weeks. I spent it in Los Angeles, and I got back recently. Now I am gonna make videos again. It's a rare moment in the house. There's actually nobody here, so I'm like so excited. I love recording when there's no one here because I don't feel like stifled by me speaking out. I don't feel like other people are ruining the replays or like making audio. It's like, oh, it's the best thing. So I did a Warlock game. I streamed a lot yesterday, but the Twitch editing VOD thing wasn't working very well, unfortunately. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to export those for a little bit, but they seem broken for now. So I have a ton of videos from there that I'm going to probably upload, like 4 or 5. Most of them are pretty good. Some are a little bit less good, but I figured uploading any video is better than no video right now, since I haven't uploaded anything in like 20 days or something stupid. So I'm sorry about that, but I need breaks once in a while. And when I got back from my vacation, I was in that phase where I always feel like I need a vacation for my vacation, because I get sick of traveling and then I get back and I have all this work to do and it like looms over my head and I don't feel ready to tackle it until I have like an extra day to like center myself or something weird like that. So sorry it's been so long. I feel really bad about it, but I do need to take those breaks sometimes. So anyways, this is a solo queue game that I played. I ended up picking Warlock. I don't remember exactly why. I think I just kind of felt like it. Like when I see Wraith King, I'm like, that hero sucks when he's really slowed, and that's what Upheaval does, his third skill. I saw a video about it on Reddit a while ago. It's like, it's not Slasher, it's like, yeah, I think it is Slasher, I can't remember. His guides, he has some really cool videos that he makes, guides to Dota and stuff, and it really demonstrated like how amazing Upheaval can be in certain situations. It really looks OP, kind of. Oh, I forgot to DND my Skype. Don't make any beeps. Okay. Upheaval's a really good skill, basically, and it's fantastic against melee heroes because it prevents them from being able to run at you. I believe there ended up only being one ranged hero in this game, which is why I picked Warlock. Skywrath Mage, Wraith King, Phantom Assassin. Phantom Assassin's pretty scary because even if she is slowed, she can still dive on you, so her ability to go after kills on support heroes is very, very high. It's very dangerous, and I got a couple more thoughts about her, but I'll talk about those later. But Warlock is kind of good, and he's good with tanky heroes like Axe, for example. This is actually the second game that I played with Axe. The game before, he was a little bit toxic, so I didn't listen to him very much, but he kind of fed in the beginning of this game, and then he ended up playing okay. So Warlock is a good integration with him, and Razor as well. Those two heroes, I was like, huh. We have two heroes that, like, if they survive, they end up doing a lot of damage. So two tanky heroes that can survive with healing. And also, both of the heroes are good at chasing people, but Ricky is the same. 3 heroes that like to chase heroes, but if they get away, the heroes our heroes aren't very good. So if I provide a big AoE slow to them, we can set more damage with the Razor. The Storm can do more damage. Axe can get into space for spins and stuff like that. Plus, if we do get a Axe chop, we get a big movement speed advantage. So slowing them while we get a movement speed advantage gives us a big advantage in terms of teamfight positioning. So that was kind of what I was thinking of. I mean, our lineup ends up looking kind of greedy. I'm right here, by the way. This is me. Our lineup looks really greedy because a Warlock is kind of a greedy support, but Upheaval's a lot better than you might think it is. I mean, Warlock isn't good in a tri-lane versus tri-lane scenario, but in a 2v1 scenario, it's okay. I made quite a few mistakes in the early laning stage, actually, I seem to remember. This is taking forever. This is the first time I've actually done a replay commentary of a ranked ult pick. It takes a very, very long time, and normally I don't expect that, so I think this is the first time. This is why I'm confused. But I should be picking Warlock pretty soon here. The lane that I ended up going to was a Warlock Razor dual lane versus a Bounty solo. I ended up starting with Dust, and I made a pretty big mistake. I was just really scared to use the Dust. Basically, I felt like we weren't going to be able to kill the Bounty Hunter for some reason, and I should have been willing to try for it. I think the Razor even started Boots first, and because of him starting Boots, we had an even better chance of getting a kill on the Bounty Hunter. So I'm basically the only support, so what I need to do is make sure that I end up buying a lot of the stuff. So I bought a Observer Ward, I'm buying a Courier, and I think I got a Dust as well, which doesn't leave you a lot of gold for yourself, but that's kind of okay. Warlock's starting stats are alright. He's got 24 int, which is enough mana. He's got 18 strength, which is pretty good. Puts me at 492 HP. I would like to get a couple stat items, but it's not the end of the world to be carrying that. So this is what I'm going to start with: a bunch of consumables, one Observer Ward, 1 Dust, and 1 Tango. I could get a Sentry Ward, but I'm not a huge fan of Sentry Wards against Bounty Hunter unless you have a tri-lane. If you have a tri-lane, you can see when he's approaching and you can zone him out. But if you're in a dual lane, you don't really have the manpower to consistently keep them away from you. So what's better to do is to wait until they come out of position and then dust and kill them, I think is a bit better. And dust makes it far easier to kill them, partially because it slows them when they use invis, but also because if they run outside of the range, then it's over. And if you have kind of a long chasing hero like Razor, he's not a burst hero, so your abilities to just kill them immediately are very unlikely. So I think I was going to put an observer ward over here. Once in a while I like putting it on the other side of the river, and the reason that I like doing this is because if you're rune controlling, you can see the mid hero coming to your lane. If I had my observer ward either here or here, then by the time the mid hero gets here, there's a very low chance of us being able to get it. So I considered dusting for this, but mostly I just wanted to scare him away, and then we spam clicked on the rune that was coming up, and the Razor ends up grabbing the illusion, which is good. So in terms of skill build for Warlock, I would probably recommend going Shadow Word at level 1 and then Upheaval at 2 and 3. I like maxing Upheaval first. I think this is the first game that I maybe did it, but at least 2 levels of Upheaval, in my opinion, is kind of mandatory. In the past, Warlock wasn't really played like this, but the skill has kind of been buffed a lot, and right now it's in honestly an amazing position. The AoE is gigantic, and the range on it is also huge. So your ability to cast it very routinely is very simple. So I was just going to leave the lane here and let Razor last hit. I could go up to the Bounty Hunter and I could right click him, but it's going to pull aggro to me and push the lane even harder, which means my ability to zone him is just simply not going to happen. I always forget that these creeps run a lot faster now. They just got updated, and I'm not used to the pulling change yet, so I got to be more careful there. But I'm going to go connect the pull if possible, because I want to make sure that the Bounty doesn't get as much experience, and that's what's going to happen if I do end up connecting the pull here. So I think it's about time to pull. Usually you want to connect the pull when it's about 1.5 creeps. On the healing creep, you usually want to pull a little bit later. I was actually really surprised that I still pulled aggro here. And I saw the Skeleton King roaming towards me. I knew that he placed a ward there. That was the only reason that he would walk so close to that. So what I wanted to do was sneak this EXP. It was too dangerous to come up for a last hit, because I knew Bounty Hunter was there. And I knew that if Bounty Hunter slows me, I don't know if he's level 2 yet, but he is level 2, so if he slows me and the Wraith King can get in range for a stun, there's a chance that I could die. So I just abandoned the pull because me staying there was honestly not going to be worth it. And looks like they also warded the magic bush or something, so they like really hella warded the pull camps. So this means that my laning is now going to be a little bit weaker. I think he kind of wanted me to dust here, but I was still only level 1. I mean, maybe it would have worked because he did have boots or something, but I just wasn't super confident in dusting there. Maybe I should have done it. It's like one of those things where you won't really see if it's effective until you do it. And at this point, I still didn't know where the Skeleton King was, and I really wanted to go buy things from the side shop right here. I was like, I want to buy it, but I was like, Bounty Hunter's here, and Skeleton King could be standing right here, because I knew he hadn't shown yet. So being aware of it, where everybody's standing, is just super important here. I maybe could have dusted there as well. I know the Razor wanted me to dust, but I don't know. I should have done it right there, I think. I think that one was definitely okay for me to go. It's still only level 1 upheaval. I just didn't trust the upheaval because I haven't played Warlock very much, so I wasn't entirely sure what I was capable with just 1 upheaval, which is why I didn't go. But I probably should have. I think that's pretty safe to say. This guy was not the best last hitter. He missed there as well. That was frustrating. Oh, he did get that one. Okay, good. So 2 upheavals now. What this skill does is it slows you over time, so 14% per second, and they're slowed for 3 seconds after leaving the area, so up to 16 seconds of slow. I think he kind of wanted me to slow there as well. I don't remember exactly. I thought about buying boots here, but instead I purchased a TP because I thought maybe coming to the top lane was going to work because we had a dual lane, and maybe me showing up randomly and doing a double upheaval would have been really useful. So I kind of thought about doing that. At this point I wanted to hide and teleport. What I should have done before I left is transfer the dust to the Razor, that way he could get the solo kill. So it was definitely very greedy of me to do this, or I wasn't quite planning ahead. Once I started teleporting, I was like, oh, I should have given him the dust. That would have been smart. And then I'm going to try to sneak into the jungle here, or at the very least stand on the outside of the trees. That way the creeps don't spot me as I sneak past. Because if they spot me, they're going to react accordingly. And this way I should be able to get into the side jungle. I should have been moving right now. It looked like I was alt-tabbed for a second there. If I would have been moving and not alt-tabbed, looks like he was really diving heavy. I mean, I slowed him, but and the axe went for it, but if I would have been there on time, I could have slowed while he was within that, and now I just like completely wasted my time. That cost me TP. I shifted to the top lane. I maybe could have been killing the bounty hunter. I wasted a ton of potential coming to gank here, and the axe kind of threw it away. It's partially my fault for not adjusting or paying it much attention, but I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But now I'm on a big cooldown, and I'm standing here. I'm like, my best skill with 2 skill points is on cooldown for another 15 seconds. The axe is dead. He's not coming back, so now I'm just wasting my time top essentially, so I might as well leave the lane and go do something else. So I bought boots. I maybe should upgrade the flying courier, probably should have sacrificed myself for the team essentially, and since we don't have a bottle, I'm gonna go grab the bounty rune, and I should be able to stack ancients as well. It's just always important to do something, so even if you have messed up and you're in a bad place, that you can go try to compensate for that lack of success by doing other things. And Razor ended up ferrying himself a dust and getting a solo kill, so he was pretty right. I don't know, he's got phase boots though. He's level 5 and the bounty is level 4, so I don't know. Does bounty have boots yet? He does, so I don't know. Bounty also didn't have the stout shield for some reason, so I'm not sure. I'm ready to go for a kill though. I maybe should have shadow worded that guy. I'm not entirely sure though. Shadow Word right now I think does 11 seconds, so it's a 150 HP plus another, so it's 165 damage or heal for 1 skill point. That's fantastic. Really, really fantastic. It is damage over time though, and damage over time is not the best, so the build I went this game was 0-2-4, and that's because Shadow Word has kind of been buffed. In the past, it scaled 10, 20, 30, 40 damage, and now it does 15, 25, 35, which means at level 2 it's almost as good as the previous level 3, and in a lot of ways is still pretty good. What's 25 times 11? That's 250 plus another 25, so it heals 275 HP, which is really good. That's a lot of survivability that you can give to your allies. So I'm pretty content going 0-2-4, I think. Yeah, he really did wear the magic bush. Well, it wasn't the bush, but it was the one close to it. Good on Bounty Hunter for roaming here. Ooh, that scared me. I really thought that was real. That was when I realized he was an illusion. I just used a tango because I anticipated if he went on me that I was going to need some extra heal. So, it's good to do that sometimes. It's too bad my first hit missed. If it would have hit, I might have been able to see that it was a real one. I knew he had a haste rune, so this is why I'm not channeling upheaval. I checked his items for, see. If I use upheaval and he just hastes out, then I accomplish nothing. I knew that we didn't have any stuns, so there was no point for me to waste it. The cooldown is far more important than the mana, by the way. It's a huge cooldown, 46 seconds. So now I'm going to roam around, go try to do something else again. I'll shift towards the top lane. Maybe we can like slow somebody for 4 seconds and Ricky can guarantee a kill. I don't know, but doing something is kind of important. And I really haven't accomplished very much so far this game. I have gotten 4 levels, which is pretty good. So it's not the worst. But for now I'm just going to hide. That's a TP out. So that means that there's less heroes top, which means you might be able to get a kill. But then I kind of realized, like, they have so many heroes top that even if Ricky can backstab somebody enough, his damage output isn't really that fantastic at the moment. It's just not really looking very fantastic. At this point I was going to go wait for a stack and then rune control. The best hero to kill Ancients is probably going to be Axe, maybe Razor with an aghanihms. Oops, sorry. So I'm just going to stack again. I wanted to go rune control, but I was a little worried for him. Alright, now he doesn't have a haste rune, so I'm going to channel this. And I really didn't accomplish a whole lot being here, but the hero ended up dying, so that was good. Ends up being an illusion top. And a bounty bot. And now I'm going to go put another observer ward down, I think. Get a 3rd skill in upheaval. Tower's kind of low, ward spots me, so actually both wards will spot me. Actually that one's gone, excuse me. At this point I'm probably just going to try to assume or ensure that my team stays alive.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Does Axe have a regen? It's got tranquils. It's kind of scary for me. Just trying to see where everybody's moving so that I can possibly channel upheaval if needed. I don't think... I could have channeled that a little better. I should have moved it farther into the jungle, I think. My positioning on that wasn't very good. This doesn't look very good. Although the spins were good. Can't do anything for about 10 seconds.
Missing needle.
Cool. This ends up working out. I got a lot of experience from that fight. Got about a level, so that was really good. I'm gonna grab a Sage's Mask, which will build into an urn, because I just need to get my mana up to 200. That way I can fight. I really should have placed the upheaval much better. The range is like huge. This is the center, by the way, so I think you can actually cast it insanely far away. I think that's the center. I might be wrong in that. But I could have definitely casted my upheaval a little deeper, and if I would have done that, I would have prevented their escape. Because once you put it down, you have to place it on top of them, otherwise they're just simply going to get away. They're going to run out of the circle in a bit, and then after that the soul will run out. And now I've got my rock. I spent a lot of time standing in a circle here. I was checking for urn, see if anybody has urn. If anybody has urn, I'm going to buy an urn. Urn's a good item to get in the early game as a support. As a Warlock, it's good. Warlock doesn't need a ton of HP early, but something like an urn is just great because it gives you survivability and all that good stuff. Just gonna give him the rock here. All good. Even just using the Inferno Golem for like one stun is sometimes very, very useful. And as a support, getting a kill like that, even though I was only a supporting kill, is completely worth it because it's such an early point in the game. It's only 11 minutes. If I can use my ultimate and I assist in a kill that kills their snowball a little bit, gets one of my allies some gold advantage, and from there, you know, by the next time a fight happens, my ulti's probably going to be up again. So using big teamfight ultimates like the Inferno Golems or Black Hole in the early game is completely fine. Don't be afraid to do that. You just have to make sure that you're able to do it. Don't make a mistake on that, because it's really important that you do get those kills. Found the bounty here. I kind of want to trade hits with him, but he's going to run away. And what I really want to go to with that is the creeps, because that's a bunch of free gold that I can get. It's about to time out here, so I'm just trying to hit these as much as I can. Almost got all 4, but I got 2. Nax gets a double kill on the top lane, so that's going to recover his KDA a lot better. I think he's 2, 5, and 2 now. He died a lot this game. So, buying all the support items because they'll be useful. There's a bounty hunter, so I need to carry detection. I'm actually kind of late in getting the sentries, but I did have a dust before, so it worked out. I'm going to heal up the Razor here, and we can continue the push. If anybody shows up, I'm going to drop the upheaval, and we should be able to get kills. I was kind of hoping he would stay. He doesn't have a whole lot of mana is the other problem. My urn is ready as well, so if a fight starts I should be able to heal. It's also a great offensive tool. It's been buffed recently. We talked about that in my patch video. It does pure damage now and also interrupts blinks and tranquil boots. I'm not sure about tranquil boots. It doesn't do tranquil boots because tranquil boots is physical. And now I realize I'm in kind of bad position, so I have to adjust myself. Just gonna slow the Wraith King down all the way. Only got 1 hero with it, but it's good. Looks like Razor's off doing things. And because I got the Urn, I can now heal my allies. So Urn is gonna also really lessen the effect of me only having 2 Shadow Words. Unfortunately, I don't have... There's an offensive Urn here. If we do get a kill, it's gonna be... I used it on the Chaos Knight there. I maybe should have used it on the Riki. He was probably going to die anyways. And I'm kind of in a bad spot here. Luckily the creeps de-aggroed. I should have adjusted my vision towards the... Oh my god, the golem got so slowed by the attack speed slow. That's attack speed slow from the slow on my allies. Urn offensively again. Like, I got so much extra damage just from having an Urn in this fight. It was really amazing. I should have ran up a little bit to the tower. That would have been good. I might actually run away. Nope. Riki's got this, I think. Yep. Okay. So how many urns did I use that fight? Like, at least 3 or 4. And every time I use an urn, it's 150 pure damage, which is essentially a 200 damage nuke. So with a 900 gold item, I basically got to use half of a Dagon. That's what it is. It's half of a Dagon for 900 gold. So every time a hero dies, I basically bought a Bracer, which is like 525 gold. And I upgraded it using an extra 400 gold or something like that. It's about 875. So an extra 400 gold to have a Bracer, and then I had a Dagon, a half Dagon, essentially, which I got to use multiple times during a team fight. It's so good. Urn is like one of the best support items by far. It's super cheap, it gives you tankiness, it gives you a little mana regen, which you need, and obviously it secures you kills, so, and does damage, it helps on the team fights. It's really good. I love the item. I'm trying to approach this fight now. Unfortunately, Bounty Hunter found me solo. I probably should have ran towards my allies. Running this way is going to guarantee my death. That was a pretty big mistake. So once I'm this far away from my team, there's actually nothing that I can do to survive. So that was pretty stupid. I also could have bought out before I died. I made a lot of mistakes there. I didn't realize it until I was playing, but or until I'm looking at it now. But I definitely should have ran to my allies. I didn't want to run to my allies because I was like, oh, there's a team fight over here. Surely it's not going to go good. But if you run to your allies, they can maybe help you out before you die. If I ran to where I was, there's no way. Bounty's going to chase me down 100%. So that was a pretty bad play by me. What I also should have done with my money, I bought an Ogre Club here. I think I should have purchased. Well, first of all, I would have had an extra 300 gold if I bought the Ogre Club before I died. But I think I should have gotten a Ghost Scepter this game. I really think that. Because I ran into a lot of problems later with the PA jumping on me. And Aghanim Scepter is obviously great on Warlock because you get extra stun duration and you get 2 golems so you can do more damage with it. It's really good. And the overall HP is pretty good. But the problem is that it's a 4,000 gold item. Before it's accomplished, before the item is finished, it's really mediocre. All the stat items, they're good, but on Warlock, like a 400 extra HP isn't going to keep me alive versus a PA at all. It's not going to make a difference. It's the difference between one crit or not. And yeah, maybe in a really close battle that's going to be the difference. But a Phantom Assassin, I mean, she's doing really bad right now, but like a crit is going to kill me, and Bounty's the same. If Bounty jumps on me and PA jump on me, there's nothing I can do as a Warlock to escape that. If I would have made a Ghost Scepter immediately right there before I died, not only do I save money, but if either of those heroes decide to dive me in a team fight, I can guarantee that I stay alive for 4 more seconds. The only hero that would be able to kill me during the Ghost Scepter is the Skywrath Mage, and Skywrath Mage easily could kill me. I have to be kind of careful here when I roll. I should have rocked this first. That was a mistake. I don't know why they walked into it. The cast range is so big though, isn't it amazing? See, I could have rocked that like a long time ago. I was definitely late on that. I think the OD was expressing concern that I didn't heal him, but watching this again, I didn't see him die. I was looking at the upheaval too much. I'll have to be more careful about that in the future. But upheaval continues to be amazing. If they don't stun you, it's really an amazing skill.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Alright, they are all up now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Unfortunately, we didn't quite have enough damage here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Trying to give him as much HP as I can before I ditch him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think I bought my Staff of Wizardry here. So my HP was a little bit, or my mana pool was a little low, so I kind of felt like getting an extra 130. I don't know if that was the right choice though. Okay, I also should have bought wards here, and maybe detection as well. It looks like the bounty hunter did end up dying that fight, but it might have been nice to be able to. Yeah, Razor lost his godlike streak and gave it to the PA, so not the best circumstances right now. It's an illusion rune. I don't think anybody had a bottle here, so you can do really good things with illusion runes as support at this stage in the game as well, because you can play a lot of tricks on people. Initiation is obviously always relevant to the game, but right now I don't have a whole lot of items, and they are really behind, so they have to take tactical advantages more than they can just force fights. So what I want to do with my hero and my illusions, if possible, is make them seem like the real one. And you can't run around with 3. You gotta, and he already tracked me, so I was like, okay, trap is set, right? Like, he thinks this one's real, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go hide in a spot where they think that I'm gonna be a real one. So if they did choose to fight this, they would probably go on my illusion here, and I'm gonna move it once in a while because I want them to think that I'm actually paying attention to it. Because if they do initiate, maybe they're gonna throw a stun on it, and that's one less stun on my allies. And now I can do the same thing. I can move it again towards the racks, even if it's not being targeted. This is gonna be useful to us. So I can sit it on the low ground. I can move forward. Or what I can do now is I can like really bait it. If I run up and I attack the tower and make them think that it's real, bam, they use a silence. That was a really bad Skywrath ulti. But bam, they've used ultimates, you know? Oh, I should have ultied. That was really bad. Unfortunately, the Razor got killed. I think my Golem is also gonna die. We got 2 heroes for 1, which I don't think is... It's okay, but it's not amazing, I feel. And I really should have rocked first. But the battle was a good example of what the PA can do to me. If he BKBs, there's actually nothing I can do. I don't know why the heck they were in the base so far. This was really quite confusing.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, and now we're gonna lose the rest of the fight here. That was scary. So that wasn't worth it, definitely. We should have backed after the 1 for 2. That would have been okay. Let's see the fight recap. Yeah, they got a lot of gold from that. We lost a lot of gold from that. 389 apiece. EXP change, they got massive experience. Oh, a wand. Cool. Didn't include me in that, I guess. 2 Shuriken tosses? Damn, dude. He only has a level 1 Shuriken toss? Huh. He went 1-4-4. I don't like that skill build. I think that's horrible. Anyways, that's the fight recap. So the fights are not going so hot. I think that's partially because my teammates are kind of making bad decisions. Like, there was no reason to dive that far into the base. They could have just pushed the lane out and tried again. I'm almost sure that they lost a lot of HP that they didn't need to. I told Axe to come for this, and I wanted to stack first. And then he messed up the stack. I was so sad. Could have been an extra batch of creeps. Axe is actually pretty good at killing stacks. I should have came over there and gave him an urn charge or healed him or something. Probably heal. Keeping at least 1 urn charge is good, I think, because you can use it offensively or for an ally. And then when you end up getting a kill, you'll get 2 more. So. Placing observer wards like that is actually really dangerous. They're very likely to deward it. Because almost everybody is going to have an observer ward over there, pretty much. So if they were paying attention at all, they should be dewarding my observer ward, but they might not have sentries ready to go. They should though, because we have a Riki, so they should definitely have detection. Alright, there's my sentries. I should have been carrying these earlier, it would have helped a bit. And I was worried about the bounty hunter coming, so, and he just threw a track on me anyways, so. Even though I knew they could see me, I still want to place that observer ward over there, because I want to make sure that we have good positioning here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The fight surprisingly went well for us. I was able to drop the rock in time, although he should have stunned me. That was him. That was the Chaos Knight messing up, in my opinion. I actually stunned kind of slow. But as soon as they rifted me, I knew that I had to stun, or ulti, because if I didn't, they were going to be able to combo me fully. I would have been stunned, and they would have all thrown their abilities, and I probably would have died before I got the rock down. I needed to make sure that I could stop that. So if you're ever threatened like that as a Warlock and a team fight's about to start, just drop the rock immediately. You have to interrupt what they're about to do so that your heroes can start the chain stun on them. It's having trouble placing a ward. Another good upheaval. Oh, he came down to me. So smart. I don't know why that fight went so bad just now. Scarth Mage killed Ricky. We lose the Razor as well. Were we just not all there? Is that what happened? Oh yeah, that was the fight where we were like, oh, we want to fight, let's go push mid. And I was kind of like, maybe we should Rosh. And they're like, no man, let's go mid. And I was like, okay, that sounds good. And it was the dumbest idea. Because we lost a team fight. We lost 2 big heroes, even though we didn't have 5. They were respawning fast. It's like too early in the game to go and try to commit to take a Rax. Like, we don't even have damage output to do it very rapidly. We easily could have taken Roshan. We would have had Roshan. I didn't even have ulti. We could have taken Roshan, and then we could have pushed mid after when all 5 were up. And instead, they get Roshan, and they get 2 kills out of it. That was just the dumbest thing. I thought that we were going to lose after that point. I was like, well, we just threw the game, guys.
Roshan has fallen to the radiant.
That would have been a good time to have a Ghost Scepter. And again, I still don't have Aghanim Scepter. I'm buying a lot of wards. I should have just bought Ghost Scepter and and wards and things. It would have been so much better. I've got 2,000 gold invested into 190 HP and 130 mana. Basically. That's so not worth it. That could have been a Ghost Scepter. I could force the Phantom Assassin to waste 4 seconds of his BKB waiting for my Ghost Scepter to run out before he's allowed to kill me. And that is amazing. In a fight as a support, that's amazing. Because by the time that he would have been ready to kill me, the fight in the Rosh Pit would have been done, and they could have shifted over and saved me. Or at least, like, maybe killed the PA instead of letting him get away. He probably teleported away. That Ghost Scepter is so good. Or I can rock the ground and cast a Ghost and then upheaval. That would have been cool too. Like almost there. Really wish I had a Ghost Scepter. Would have been so good. So once you're this committed to an egg, so it's probably worth finishing the eggs. If you're ever in this position, it's kind of hard to say, but you can't, like, if you're playing Dota, you can't wait for them to own you in team fights before you're like, oh, I probably should have had a BKB like 2 fights ago. You know, you can't wait for that moment. You have to react to it. So even in the early game, we were absolutely stomping them. So I was like, oh, we're stomping. I'll just get an Ags. It'll come really fast. But what happens if you lose a team fight like we did? Then all of a sudden the PA gets a BKB, and then you're in a bad spot, and you can't really stop him from going on you. And because I didn't plan ahead for that, then I put myself into a bad spot, and it makes the mid game a lot harder. Whereas I could have just never died this game if I had a Ghost Scepter. And if I would have ran to my allies and I just had a Ghost Scepter, I never would have died, and I never would have had to deal with that. But instead, because I didn't plan ahead like that, I too greedily thought that I could farm 4,000 gold while buying wards, while buying sentries. And it, like, the best way to farm as a support is just never die in team fights, actually. That's like getting a Ghost Scepter on a support is like buying a Midas sometimes, because if you survive the fights, then you get experience and you get all this extra gold advantage, and you don't lose gold from dying. So stopping that is so important. It's so important. So I bought myself a point booster here. I probably should have flown it out for my Staff of Wizardry, because the int isn't as important as the overall HP. If I'm looking for damage, I'd probably keep the staff, but I don't really need that. Kind of waiting to see if I need a rock. I don't think, yeah, we lost Aegis, so the teams are kind of even. There's item updates if you guys are curious. A lot of armlets, a lot of BKBs. Our OD doesn't have that many damage items. He just went BKB Force, which is pretty reasonable. I kind of wish he didn't get BKB. I think it was a little unnecessary this game, maybe. Chaos Knight stun, Wraith King stun, that's it, so. And again, I get jumped on, no surprise. His attack speed's so good.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks has
This guy's
fallen.
a really nice guy, as you guys can see. It's so ironic, his name, isn't it? It says 9 retards in me. He's honestly saying that everyone else in the world is retarded, but I'm not. That's what this guy is saying. He's not that bad of a player, by any means. But how could a human being say that? Everybody else is stupid, not me. It's so comical. It's hilarious. God, I was last hitting so good right here. If I would have gotten all of those, I would have my eggs already. These catapults, man.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified.
I was grabbing the courier to fly to me, that's why I missed that one. Not the best excuse.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This guy's so cool.
Dire's middle tower
cool guy.
has fallen.
That is light shall be cast.
Dire's ancient is under attack.
So yeah, the eggs is gonna give me a better ulti, but it's gonna do like nothing for letting me kill somebody. Or stay alive against the PA. It's gonna do nothing. See how much
Dire's
HP I get.
ancient is under attack.
I got 200 HP from finishing that. So 200 extra HP, 150 more mana. My ulti is better. But that's it. Ghost Scepter would have been just so much better. Ghost Scepter would have been way better. So much regret. So yeah, if there's a PA in the game, you almost always have to get Ghost Scepters. Force Staffs aren't really adequate either because he can jump so often. Feels like an anti-mage or something, sure. Ghost Scepter or Force Staff is good because once he mantas, you just Force Staff away. But you need to become immune to his auto attacks. Same goes for like Chaos Knight. If he stuns me, whatever. If I'm Ghost Sceptered and I'm channeling Upheaval and he stuns me, that's fine. He used the stun on me, he didn't use the stun on my allies. If PA blinks on me and Skywrath Mage ulties me or something and I die, whatever. At least I use the Ghost Scepter. I don't know. Like, Ghost Scepter is just so much better. The egg spill on Warlock is good, but it's just so bad so often, I feel, as well. Unless you're like in a core or you're doing amazing. I don't know, PA just changes so many things about the Dota game. You have to be really careful about a Phantom Assassin because he just really does, he affects so much. His ability to close the distance consistently and prevent you from running away means that you have to deal with him. You have to deal with him. It's not as simple as like stunning him. It's like, oh, if he gets a BKB, there's nothing you can do. You basically are Ghost Scepter or bust. So in the future, supports versus PAs, I'm almost always going to get either Blink or Ghost Scepter because Blink at least allows you to blink dodge the dagger, so you can prevent him from slowing you super heavily. That's helpful, at least in my opinion. So I'm invis. I'm just going to scout things out a little bit. That was pretty good. Got 2 kills. Golems are super fast.
Dire's Ancient is under attack. Dire's Ancient is under attack.
Really should have been using my golems here.
Dire's Ancient is under attack. Radiant victory.
So yeah, that's Warlock support. Upheaval is fantastic. I didn't use it that good. I think I didn't use it very well a couple times, but it was pretty good. I had that really good one on the mid fight. That one was fantastic. You just gotta wait till they're grouped and sit a little bit outside of the fight, upheaval them all, and then they have to deal with all being extremely slowed. It's really good. So I hope that was a good little look into how to play support Warlock. I could have played a lot better in the early game too. We should have gotten a kill on Bounty Hunter, but I think I did okay in team fights. My biggest mistake was not playing Ghost Scepter. That one time when I ran into my jungle instead of running to my allies with the Bounty Hunter, and maybe some of my upheavals were a little bit less good than they could have been. But I think I played fairly okay. So that's it for Warlock game. Again, I'm going to try to make more videos. Thanks everybody for being patient about that. I'm really sorry about it, but unfortunately it's something I have to do. So thanks everyone for watching, and see you later. Bye.